There really can be very few things much better than relaxing with a well-earned pint at the end of a day on the bike. At the end, in fact, of the first day of a week-long tour that's going to take in some of the breathtaking scenery of the Scottish Highlands and Islands. A tour with the very promising name of Outer Limits and Beaches on the Moon. Mind you, I did get off to a nice gentle start.
Yeah, I know, I could have ridden my bike from my house up to Linlithgow near Edinburgh to start the trip, but it is so easy to have your bike delivered. It will cost you a few quid to do it, but when you consider it saves you a day, well, what price do you put on your own time?
Now, I know for a fact that I'm not the first person to squeeze blearily through these doors, blinking in the sunlight, on a Monday morning full of excitement about the week ahead. Because here at the Westport Hotel is where Highland Riders owner Peter regularly sends his customers to overnight and prepare for the week's activities. All I need now is my bike, and we are off. We had a ferry to catch on the first morning, so we had to get on the road pretty early and all gathered at Peter's place with just enough time for a brief introduction to our party of 8. The first few miles were really just a chance to warm up and get used to the extra weight on board the bikes. So our first stop for coffee was just 65 miles down the road at the Green Welly stop, where a warm welcome awaits all bikers, courtesy of genial hosts Eddie and Fiona Robertson. Tell us what you've done there for bikers.
Well, for bikers, because we are ourselves, we realise the importance of a little bit of private parking. We've got the concrete hard stand here so that motorcyclists can get a bit of safe parking. We put a helmet washout during the high season for them.
It's very high-tech, that, I like it.
Yeah, it may not be high-tech, but it's very functional.
Bit of a commercial for the area, but what brings them here?
Well, the roads particularly. They've been written up in much of the motorcycle press as God's country for bikers. Beautiful sweeping bends, low traffic, not too many cars up this way, so bikers can really crack on.
And sometimes the rain stops.
Oh yes, just wee showers here and there.
Exactly, it's very light, barely feeling. Now if we hear a really, really, really loud noise around here, odds are it's him.
Yes,
on that.
absolutely.
That's quite a thing.
Oh yes, it's a big mile muncher.
Yes.
Harley Davidsons are designed to travel long distances.
So you've got loads of bikers coming in here. Do you ever get the chance to go stomping out through the hills on that yourself?
Oh, every day of the week.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for providing for us so comfortably. And I'm going to take advantage of your helmet wash, I think.
And then it was time to be off again in a fine drizzle. This time still heading for the ferry, but via a stop-off at a rather unique power station.
We're actually at sea level. The only thing is the ground isn't, which is why we are in fact quite a long way underground. This is a subtropical plant, but that's not what this place is for. They just grow it here because it's warm. What this place is about, of course, is generating electricity. A lot of it very quickly.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cruachan. Just before we go down into the hollow mountain, I'll very briefly explain to you how Cruachan operates as a power station. As you can imagine, we're a hydroelectric station, but we're one with a little bit of a difference. We were never designed or built to generate electricity all day long. We're here to generate during times of peak demand, or perhaps when another power station breaks down and we stand in on their behalf. But it's the speed with which we respond to sudden surges in demand. Because we can have one of our machines generating, putting electricity on the national grid in less than 30 seconds.
Our ferry was still waiting for us though, and we had to be there by 3, so again it was time to press on. With just a few miles on the clocks, we were starting to relax already and discovering one of the real benefits of going on an organised tour like this. And that is that you don't have to think. Not about anything. Not about routes, not about ferry crossings. Peter even takes care of your seasickness pills. As the sun dipped, we berthed in Loch Boysdale and unloaded the bikes to make for the Borrowdale Hotel. Which is where you find me now, relaxing, unwinding, ready for a good night's sleep and another day's riding tomorrow. And I'll see you next week.